So in the English language, we've created this tendency where individuals will speak in absolute to be statements, which is essentially when somebody's saying, oh, well, I'll never be able to do that, or I'll always be terrible at baking, or I am stupid, etc., etc. Things that imply an absolute truth. And this habit that just sort of exists in our subconscious, that exists in our language, can be extremely dangerous because it implies that the version of reality that we're perceiving and that we're participating in is absolutely correct 100% of the time, which can create conflict when somebody implies that our absolute truth, which is actually just an opinion, is wrong. So if you ever find yourself fumbling about through life, saying that this will always be that way, or that will never happen, or just having a premeditated feeling or idea about something, whether that's a certain race of people or certain religions or certain people who walk in a way, if you have made assumptions about them and you believe your assumptions to be true, you may be traveling down a very dangerous path because you've locked yourself in a box without any windows to see new perspectives. So when you encounter people who are talking with these absolute to be statements, it can be helpful to ask for clarification, which you can do via some of Chris Voss's techniques of mirroring or labeling, where you just repeat some of the last words that they said, like, oh, that movie was absolutely terrible, and then you'd want them to elaborate, absolutely terrible, instead of retaliating and feeling defensive, because when people actually feel like they're being heard and feel like they can express themselves, then you start bridging the gap of, or you start bridging the gap of human connection, which tends to be broken in modern day society because we fear being judged. So if you can just do that, avoid speaking in your absolute to be statements, and avoid prejudging people and actually trying to listen, then perhaps we'll find ourselves in less conflicting moments, feeling like we have more autonomy because we don't have to defend the positions we have because we're already secure in them, and then life can be grandiose. Just some evening thoughts. So, best of luck out there. Try out some of the techniques. Mirror, label. Labeling is just where you observe behavior or something that may be true about an individual based on what they're saying, and then you label it. It sounds like you enjoy baking food. Oh, it sounds like you're a very enthusiastic human being, etc. Timing, practice, it all helps. So, all right. Feeling a little bit better. Still coughing, but not as much as I was. So, yeah. Toodles.